Creating jobs and growing the economy, a strategic priority of the government in the 2013-2014 financial year. But that priority cannot be fully achieved if the tax system is not revamped, especially in the area of incentives or waivers. In essence, getting a waiver or exemption on taxes must somehow contribute to overall development and production in the country, translating into economic growth and benefiting all Jamaicans. And so the aim is to simplify the tax system, increase the number of persons who pay taxes, strengthen the collection system, and revise the tax incentive regime.
The Green Paper on Tax Reform and indeed the White Paper proposed changes to this system by committing to lower rates across the board and incentivizing production, whether the firms were large firms or small firms or medium-sized firms.
The government has been working on an omnibus incentive legislation as part of the tax reform process. The omnibus legislation seeks to provide the framework for a new regime to govern all tax incentives. On November 19, 2013, 4 pieces of legislation, including the Fiscal Incentives Miscellaneous Provisions Act and the Income Tax Relief Large-Scale Projects and the Pioneer Industries Act, were passed in the lower house of Parliament. The Fiscal Incentives Act outlines the transition from the old to the new tax incentive regime, while the Income Tax Relief Act outlines large-scale projects that would qualify for a tax credit under the Income Tax Act. The aim is to give a waiver to the primary inputs to production, those things that are used to produce goods or services.
It then incentivizes investment through streamlined and modernized capital allowances and that more closely accord with the useful lives of the assets that are being used, and it incentivizes the employment of labor through the instrument of employment tax credits.
By tabling the 2 pieces of legislation on tax incentives, the government met an important structural benchmark of the IMF.
The new generalized regime will allow for uniformly reduced rates for all tax-compliant investment bodies and corporate entities and individuals involved in productive activity. This should also serve to enhance the competitiveness of the overall economy.
As the government moves to streamline tax incentives to complement economic growth strategies, changes will be made to the income tax benefits offered to companies listed on the junior market of the Jamaica Stock Exchange. Companies listed on the exchange prior to January 1, 2014 will continue to enjoy the current tax benefits, but
between January 1st, 2014 and December 31st, 2016, companies that list on the junior market will be entitled to enjoy the full relief from income for a period of 5 years from the date of listing.
For Jamaica's economy to grow and develop, expanding micro, small and medium-sized enterprises is just as important as the tax incentive program. Through the Development Bank of Jamaica, the small business sector has been able to get money to develop their businesses. Loans are available to businesses in the productive sectors of agriculture, agro-processing, manufacturing, tourism, mining, energy, and information and communications technology. And businesses have been taking up the offer.
For the first 6 months of this year, we have approved some 3,766 loans for SMEs, totaling some $1.3 billion, which is some 65% of the $2 billion target. And it compares with the $1.38 billion that we did for all of last year.
Small and medium-sized businesses in the productive sector can access loans of up to $100 million at an interest rate of 9.5% with 7 to 10 years to repay. The DBJ also lends up to 90% of the cost of a project to small and medium-sized businesses and 70% to large businesses. Up to $30 million can also be accessed for energy loans at an interest rate of 8% with 7 years to repay. The recently launched MSME entrepreneurship policy will further assist small businesses as it provides a comprehensive framework for the development of the sector, including training opportunities.
What we want to do is to encourage businesses to get in the get into the investment, and we're seeing good signs.
Particularly in the ICT, tourism, business process outsourcing, and agribusiness sectors. So the government is actively pursuing the tax reform agenda. Omnibus legislation to govern the tax incentive regime has been tabled in Parliament. Micro, small and medium-sized enterprises also have a chance to fund their businesses through equity financing on the Junior Stock Exchange or loans through the DBJ. Through these and other initiatives, government will achieve strategic priority number 2, job creation and economic growth. And Jamaica is on track, recording almost 1% growth in the July to September quarter of the financial year.